I'm moving, guys. I am moving next week back into the semi-off-grid cabin that I was living in the summer and fall. And in October, if all the stars align, I will be living in Chiang Mai, Thailand for a year plus. Maybe wondering why I want to move to Chiang Mai. If you're not, I'm going to tell you anyway. So a couple of years ago, I actually traveled there and it just felt like home. It felt like home when I was there. My nervous system relaxed. It settled so quickly. I knew that I had to go back, and I knew that it had to be for an extended period of time so that I could actually live and slow down and be a part of a different ecosystem than what is here in Canada. The thing that triggered this is the winter. So it's winter here. It's actually March 1st, which is so exciting because that means spring is right around the corner. But it is also negative 23 out today. And 6 months of winter is just too much for me. And I'm, 30 years, every winter I've been here. I've never really gone anywhere in the winter time except for Chiang Mai, Thailand in 2024. And so now I am ready. I'm ready to not be here, and I am so incredibly thankful that I live in a country and that I am free to choose my path in life, and that external circumstances like where I live don't affect that. So I'm very, very thankful for that. Now, this next 7 months is going to be very interesting. It is basically going to be me building my freedom. And what that's going to look like is I'm going to be documenting everything because I'm a self-proclaimed documentarian, whatever that means. So I'm going to document the whole process so that if you are in a similar position to me, you can see that, hey, this is a possibility. Just because you have debt, just because, you don't have remote work right now, just because you have no savings, doesn't mean that you can't do these things. It just might mean that there are certain goals and certain strategies and a certain amount of allowing yourself to receive good that the universe wants to give you. There's just a certain amount of all of that kind of needs to come together and form this beautiful cake of deliciousness that you can cut into and then expand and then slide into and have it become your life. That probably made no sense, but I hope that it did. It is the 1st of March, as I have already stated. And since it's the 1st of March, I thought that this would be a really good time to just go over March goals. My March goals that are going to start to allow me to save money and build some sort of remote work. Number 1, I have a cleaning business. I have cleaning clients. I do residential cleaning. So the idea there is to take on 2 more clients. That would net me about $600 a month. So for March, if I could get on 2 clients, that would mean that starting in April, roughly, I would be earning an extra $600 a month totally for savings. By the time October rolls around, that would be $3,600 total. Now, there's obviously going to be fluctuations because there's things I have to buy before then, and then there's also things that I'm going to be selling to downsize before then. I will keep you posted on all of that as things transpire and as we progress towards October. Goal number 2 for March is write my first article. I have actually always dreamed of being someone who writes blogs and writes articles. And it's fascinating that as I've chosen this path of YouTube and I've just been choosing to follow my intuition, that now this old dream of writing about things that I love and having them be published and being paid for them is surfacing. So that is really cool. So March, write my first article, and depending how March goes and depending how I'm feeling, likely write more. Because I'm realizing at this point that I'm gonna have to write a decent amount so that I can get good at it quickly to fit within my time frame of actually building some sort of income. Stay tuned for the move next week. I'll be moving back into the cabin. That's gonna be fun. I've kind of missed the cabin, to be honest. It's my home, you know, it's my home, and it will be for the next, hopefully, 7 months. And if you're interested in seeing how this journey unfolds, I post videos every single Sunday. So I'll do little mini recaps, and a couple months in, we'll maybe do like a bigger recap of what's going on, the progress. I'll let you know financially where we're at, and also just how I'm feeling about everything in general, and if we're on track to be able to leave in October. This is all very exciting. It's also very scary. I know I'm standing here like, yay, this is so fun. But there's a lot of fear too. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of having to process and expand and remind myself that I am worthy of receiving the gifts of the universe, and that, you know, the traveling and exploring is not only reserved for a select few who already have money and who already have these things going for them, that I have everything within me already to create the life that I've dreamed of. And if I've dreamt it, I've lived it. I've dreamt it, I've lived it. In a different timeline than this one, but I'm gonna make it a reality in this timeline, and I really hope that you come with me. Okay, I'll see you next week.